warm welcome to you all from Buenos Aires to a venue which hardly requires an introduction. It is, of course, the world-famous Bombonera. The teams then, Boca Juniors against Guangzhou. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
As you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, that's a toughie, but I'll go for big Giorgio Chiellini.
Hits one! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Higuain with the foul. And it's Navas. Oscar did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Arias, forward it goes. Looks to clip it forward. Has a shot! And a second time! Marvellous goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
He was never going to miss from there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't expect...
It's Oscar! In for the follow-up! Just off target.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Boca Juniors are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
The only consolation at this stage is that they've got a lot of time on their side. You try to find a positive for any eventuality, and while an early concession...
Tries one! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Memphis Depay. Matic. Now the pass. Chooses to go back. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And it's Higuain. Arias. Oh, that's a waste. Low and direct. Matic goes looking. Jesus Navas. Jesus looking to shoot. Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Matic. Oscar. Matic. Going through. Looks like a good ball through. Glick tries to get it forward quickly. Memphis Depay. Over to the left. Has gone out. Who's he going to play in? Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Higuain. Boca Juniors ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Jesus Navas. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Just brushed off the ball there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Memphis Depay. He's left his man. And the finish! It's there!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Boca Juniors grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
He goes long, hits one! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Now, Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
There's the whistle for half-time. Genuinely interesting game here, very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Boca Juniors head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. Guangzhou get the ball rolling in the second half. Offside that time.
Just, it seems, but just is enough.
Ball's out on the left now. Now it's Oscar. Here comes the corner. And he's away. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Room for a shot. Shooting chance. Yes, it's in. And they're back in front. Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Guangzhou get themselves into the lead. Drills one in.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Memphis Depay. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Forward it goes. Tries a through ball. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Aimed long and direct. Willian, he's got away. Willian, he's going for goal. Gonzalo Higuain, he is sensational.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. This is quite a battle. Yeah. Has a hit! They've done it! And they get themselves in front! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Guangzhou go into the lead. Looks to slip it through. Willian. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Can he score? Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Steered in.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
It's Hernandez. Abel Hernandez. Steered out wide. Carrasco looking to get on the end of this. Massive leap! So close to drawing level.
Abel Hernandez couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
Navas.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Willian. The ball needed to be better there.
Peter,
It's a wasted
they have
chance.
to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Oh, he's found him in space. And a shot! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of...
Hernandez! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Jesus Navas plays it forward. Going through.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Looking to force his way through. Oh, it's Willian. And time is up. No joy for the players, nor indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat. A thoroughly disappointing outcome. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Boca Juniors really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. warm welcome to you all from Buenos Aires to a venue which hardly requires an introduction. It is, of course, the world-famous Bombonera. And our live game is Boca Juniors against Guangzhou. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Can he finish? Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
With a delicate ball. He's had a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Glick gets his foot in there, tries a through ball, good ball. Now it's Memphis Depay. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Now it's Memphis Depay. Has a pop! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
That looks a good ball. Forward it goes. Brings it forward. Now the pass. It's got through to him. Fires from distance. Matic. Out wide to the right. Higuain. Tries to get it forward quickly. Carrasco. Well played, he saw that coming. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
It's Higuain. Now it's Memphis Depay. Higuain. Memphis Depay passes it through. An untidy challenge, free kick given. Willian. Kadira. And it's been taken straight back, and it's Navas. Jesus Navas pushes it out wide. Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Carrasco. Now it's Higuain. Higuain with the ball through. Now it's Willian. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Aimed long and direct. And it's Higuain. Willian. Good idea, just poorly executed. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. He's got away, going for goal! Goal!
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
Guangzhou draw first blood here.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Higuain, Memphis Depay, got a sight of goal here, shoots! It's in!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Boca Juniors grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
He's got away. Heads it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's going to be the final action of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here.
Boca Juniors can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Jesus Navas. Shots on! Shoots! And that's caused a worry or two.
Jesus Navas did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again. They've come out of the dressing room firing on all cylinders now. We could be in for quite a second half here.
And it's Higuain. Dashing forward at pace. He's left his man. It is quite a run he's making here. A chance! Big chance! And in it goes! Into the lead once more!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Guangzhou get themselves into the lead. Matic needed to come up with a better ball.
Matic encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Memphis Depay, well positioned to make that interception. Forward it goes. Lobs it in gently. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Guangzhou are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Higuain plays it out to the flank. Higuain.
Boca Juniors showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Oh, he's broken through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Navas. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well,
It was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Changes on both sides, actually. Boca Juniors making 2 changes as we speak. Turns and goes back. The shot's on! Tries to get it forward quickly. So what's he planning here? Tries to stroke it through.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Now the counter. Looks like a good ball through. Chooses, hits one! Should have put that one away.
Jesus Navas getting all the congratulations, and rightly so. Going 2 down would have really hurt.
Oh, fists it away. It's Chiellini. He's had a go!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Jesus Navas looks to slip it through. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Keeps everyone guessing.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Looks to thread it through. And he's there to cut it out. Aimed long and direct.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Can he put it away? Really well taken goal. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look...
Higuain shoots! Jesus Navas. Now, chance to break. Ball's out on the left now. The final whistle. No joy for the players, nor indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat. A thoroughly disappointing outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Boca Juniors really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for... A warm welcome to you all from Buenos Aires to a venue which hardly requires an introduction. It is, of course, the world-famous Bombonera. And here we have Boca Juniors against Guangzhou. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
We have already started here. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Jesus Navas. And it's Navas. Well positioned to make that interception. Willian plays it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Kadira. Now it's Jesus Navas. Willian. Oscar. Carrasco. Oscar with the ball through. Puts in a cross. Shapes for an overhead. Oh, what a goal! What a goal!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up...
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Navas. It's a loose ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Willian. Keeper goes long. Passes it through. Timely intervention. Jose Font. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Navas. And he's cut it out. Oscar. Played out to the right. Jesus Navas. And he's away. Pretty robust, but the referee says no foul. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Memphis Depay goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Memphis Depay. So what's he planning here? Memphis Depay! Being played forward. Now the pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Memphis Depay. He'll have a dip!
Oscar usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Willian. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. It's one! Ball forward. What does he try from here? Big chance! Cut out in the nick of time. Has a pop! He's missed
but not by that far. A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Matic. Higuain spreads it towards the left. Well read, he sorted that out. Herrera Carrasco. And it's Oscar. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Boca Juniors head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are already promptly back underway. Boca Juniors carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Navas goes for goal! Oscar tries to get it forward quickly. Looking to shoot, and in it goes! They have come roaring back! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything. Well, goals change games, and now that parity has been restored early in this half too, this game could take off in a direction they weren't expecting, and the next phase of play requires stronger rearguard action from them now.
And it's Navas. Jesus Navas. He's gone for it! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Guangzhou go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Looks like a good ball through. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Could move up a gear here. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Boca Juniors are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Shoots! He scores!
Unbelievable.
What remarkable powers of recovery! Oscar duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Oscar. Guangzhou Leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Oh, that's neat. Navas. Khedira. He's got it, and he's got time. Going for goal! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Navas, that's really nice. Now,
Look,
what
this
next?
can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Now it's Higuain. It's Higuain!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Matic. And it's Oscar.
Boca Juniors merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Oscar tries to in with a header. Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path. Boca Juniors showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on...
He's through and all alone! Has a hit! And he's done it!
And the chances of winning a game that may have gotten away from you are all...
And the referee brings it to a close. Boca Juniors just couldn't kill it off. They let their opponents back into it and let it get away. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.